Hello and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. We are continuing where we left off in the course examination of Dahlia Hawthorne. So, yeah. I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day. We're so lovey-dovey, we literally make people sick. That's Phoenix saying. We're so lovey-dovey, we literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think. Mr. Wright, don't do that again, and you will be held in contempt of court. And now we enter the final act of our little drama. As we used to say in the days of our youth, go get her. Oh, I met my Feeny. I first met my dog. So until that time, you had been dating Doug Swallow. Yes, I'm a real fool, I know. Letting my emotions change so quickly. I'm ashamed of myself. No, not at all. Look at me. I'm infamous for changing my mind. My critics have even taken to calling me Judge Fickle. Ho ho ho. Maybe you should look for a different line of work. Despite that, however, you always hands down the correct verdict. That's why some people also call him the Great Judge. Judgini. It's like we were destined to meet in this courthouse basement reading room. The courthouse reading room? That's a strange place to meet the love of your life. That's not true, Madam Faye. After all, Feeny was not only an art student, but he was also bent on becoming a lawyer. I'm not talking about him, I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a literature student like you doing in a courthouse reading room? That line of questioning is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case. Miss Faye, I'm warning you. If this has nothing to do with Mr. Swallow's case, I have to remember the judge is on Dahlia's side. I better tread carefully. Okay, just need to look at suspect Dahlia Hawthorne. I have to remember. Wait and see. Yeah, if the judge gets any angry, you lose that whole case. I'll just have to hold my tongue for the time being. Now then, young lady, please go on with your testimony. Tell us about the time you first met Phoenix Wright. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. So what was it about Mr. Phoenix that made your heart malfunction like that? In my personal opinion, he just looks like a typical snotty-nosed college brat. Except to a woman your age, but to me, Feeny is handsome. Perhaps to you, Miss Hawthorne. But to the rest of the planet, he's a dime a dozen. Love is a mysterious thing, and I object to this line of questioning. If you were to look at my wife, for example, you might all be shocked. He's telling the truth. It was truly shocking. Beautiful mushroom, growing tall in the darkness. It comes from the cow dung. It's a poem that best describes how I feel about my Feeny. Were there any bad feelings between you and Mr. Swallow? No, none at all. None at all. We parted on very good terms. But that can't be. Our investigation also shows that it was a clean breakup. Huh? Are you Are you sure? Yes, it seems that they both wanted it that way. So the victim wanted to break up with her. So you're saying that Mr. Swallow also wanted to break up with you? Well, you see, what a cool thing to ask a lovely young lady like this. By the way, I have never once considered leaving my wife. Good to know. No one cares, Mr. Payne. She didn't deny it. That must mean Doug Swallow must have seen through her little act. He must have gotten a glimpse of her true nature. Listen to me, Mia. That woman has the judge in the palm of her hand, you see? So the only way to discredit her is to find a contradiction in her testimony. I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. Okay, that's I think is where keep pressing. Your Honor, if you allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue on with her testimony. Very well, young lady, I got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room? It pleases you, Your Honor. The answer is simply this. I had to come to this courthouse to do some research for a paper I was writing. That's wrong. You were writing a paper on what? On the relationship between modern scenario poetry and the criminal underworld. Ho ho ho, that sounds like a fascinating research idea. I'm getting old. Am I getting old? Now I even forgotten what I forgot. Again with this midlife crisis stuff. Mia, why did that girl really come to this courthouse? Isn't that what you want to know? And speaking of forgetting things, you haven't forgotten the police report, have you? I went through a lot of trouble to get it, my dear. So be sure to read it carefully. Yeah, I just wanted to see if I need what they would say. Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason? What is the meaning of this cocky smile on your face? 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy. Another tragedy? You mean that the incident in which an attorney was poisoned? The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report, and that name is Dahlia Hawthorne. Yes, the sweet pie of everyone's eye. Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago. Order, order, order? This is unbelievable. It's true that Miss Faye, that's not fair. You can't slander my witness with an unrelated case. I, Winston Payne, will not. It's the prosecutor. I believe I was speaking. Pardon me. Go right ahead. It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me. Expressed some interest, huh? Mr. Judge, sir? I know I'm under oath, so I tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago. I see. Okay, I tied the two crimes together. Now I just got to stay on the offensive. Well done, Mia. Oh, you really lit a fire in my heart and my buttocks. I can hardly tell which is more inflamed, my spirit or my hemorrhoids. The poisoning. I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something. in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that is lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like this. So that's what happened here 8 months ago. However, as you heard from the witness testimony, she had nothing to do with it. I think the defense is just about out of tricks. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne, but I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today, and I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination. Why does the defense suddenly feel stronger? Mia, you're glowing with a true lawyer's aura, my dear. That proud posture and self-confidence, absolute smashing. I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. What were you talking about with the defense attorney? Well, I'm sorry, but that's confidential. According to the report, you were being interviewed regarding another case. That lawyer that was killed, he said he wanted to talk about an incident I was caught up in when I was younger. Why don't you tell us all what that incident was? That has absolutely nothing at all to do with this case. Objection sustained. The defense question is sticking from the record. So, you get involved in a lot of incidents, don't you, Miss Hoffman? Well, I guess I was just born under a bad sign. Don't worry, Dolly, I'll protect you. You hear the man? Now that is true love, young lady. Finny, please. Those who really are making me ill, albeit for decidedly different reason. Decidedly, I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. How long were you gone? I already answered all those questions for the police, but if you must know, maybe 10 or 20 minutes? And where were you during that stretch of time using the toilet? What are you saying? Miss Faye? Toilet? My perfect little dolly doesn't poop. You hear the defendant? Miss Faye, better luck next time. Oh, Feeney, please. The police have already looked into the whole matter. This line of questioning is nothing but a waste of the court's time. Objection sustained. Ms. Hoffman, please continue with your testimony. What do I have for the evidence? Ahmad ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found on the in the vicinity of the source or on the suspect's person. It is unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. About how much liquid is 2 teaspoons? Well, let me see. My bottle of eye drops say it's a half fluid ounce. 1/2 to the ounce, which is equal to 3 teaspoons. So it's about 2/3 of that amount. Huh? The poison was found in the lawyer's mug of coffee. It must have been after I left the table. Some must have quietly slipped in there. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. A special kind of poison? How so? Well, I heard that it's almost impossible to detect. Oh, and where would something like that come from? I'm sorry, all I know is what I overheard the policeman saying. They said something about using advanced chemical process to purify it. Chemical process? Well, that's quite impressive. Most impressive. The better question is, how did the criminal get something like that? And that is the reason they didn't arrest you. Because no one could show how you could have gotten the poison. I think that's a good enough reason, Madam Faye. She's right, and I think we all had enough of Miss Faye's question. So in essence, the main reason Miss Hawthorne was never arrested for this crime was because no one could show how she could have obtained the poison. And all we have to do is find a way to establish how she could have gotten some, right? Right. Now just how did our lit student get a hold of poison of all things? Doug Swallow was a pharmacology student. So he could have gotten it, I think. You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison. I don't believe you. What? In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab. Boyfriend? You mean the victim, Doug Swallow. That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you recall, Mrs. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University. Pharmacology? Its laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could never have obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems you had access to such a poison after all, and then it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he was cooking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at his very table, you. No. Order. For the thief. That's nothing but a... May I say something, Madam Faye? What is it, Miss Hawthorne? The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of container. Well, yes, that's true. I was searched immediately after the incident took place. Quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down. But they didn't find that suspicious container anywhere, did they? That's right. They even mentioned that in the report. Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something that small. Excuse me, madam, but this is a court of law. If you're saying I threw the poison container away, I think you need to show some kind of proof. Oof, you got me good with that. Provide some evidence, or I'll disavow this kind of questioning, Miss Faye. Unless we can come up with some evidence, we're going to lose this lead. The police conducted a full-body search on Dahlia and the entire courthouse, and yet the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred. If you're going to accuse the young lady of committing the murder, then where is the container the poison was carried in? What happened to it? A small bottle necklace given to Wright. You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? That's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched. Who is this person? It's a Phoenix Wright, of course. So the defendant was this witness accomplice? Of course not. She gave the poison to him, disguised as a present. What? But that's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute. So what about it? What does it mean, Miss Faye? The day that the witness met himself for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago, August 27. The very same day as the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that would have given her away. What? Are you saying there's a deadly poison in here? No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I'm certain that if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find twice amount. No, what? Order in the court. On behalf of Dolly, I object. Mr. Wright, control yourself. I won't let you bully her like this. Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat. Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her? Why? Because I'm madly in love with her. Madly in love. I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time. Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hoffman want to date you anyway? Well, I guess she must be madly in love with me too. Mr. Wright, please open your eyes. At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dahlia Hoffman dated you is Dahlia Hoffman was not any and is not madly in love with you. The only thing that she's after is that bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck. My necklace? Back there in the waiting room, you said it yourself. Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. What a strange girl, ask for a present back like that. For Dahlia Hoffman, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. That's why she's absolutely had to get it back. You're lying. But you never gave it back to her. And to make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. That's why she... I don't believe you. No, that's a lie. Mia, the defendant is getting away. Bailiff, hurry after him. Mia, are you alright? Yes, I think so. That boy, he went completely insane. Where's Mr. Wright? It looks like the bailiff called him, so he should be back soon enough. Thank goodness. Oh no. What is it? The bottle necklace. Miss Hoffman's present. It's gone. What? That's terrible. Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed into me. Foolish boy. That's the only thing that could have saved him. What in blazes are we supposed to do now? Mr. Wright? This sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court. I'm sorry. I'm afraid that your apology is not enough. Mr. Wright? What did you do with the bottle necklace? Forgive me. I'm sorry. It's okay, just give it back. Give back the necklace. I ate it. You what? You ate it. It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew into it. Little bits first, but yeah. What is he doing now? Your Honor, you got to stop the trial. It's right? It's right. Are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? The bottle you swallowed? The bottle you swallowed may have had some poison left in it. It seems the defendant has proven the prosecution case for us. Clearly, the bottle did not contain a deadly poison. How can you be so sure? I think that's obvious. As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive. As for the poison, more like a fledgling defense attorney overactive imagination. So it would seem. No, there must be some mistake. The bottle must not have had any poison left in it. Either that or the poison must have lost its potency. There. It's alright, rookie. Trusting your client is the most noble thing a defense attorney can do. And it's heartwarming to see that you place this much faith in Mr. Wright. But that's how it is for us on the prosecution side too. For example, I would trust the witness Miss Hawthorne with my very life, which is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely wrong. That's enough. Unfortunately, Miss Faye, I cannot accept your explanation of the events. But why? Miss, this may be impossible for a beginner like you to understand, but in a court of law, evidence is everything. Even after I proved so much, is she going to get away with everything? Well, now that the suspicion surrounding Miss Hawthorne has been cleared up, I would like to put it. Mr. Wright? I'm sorry, Miss Faye. I totally slipped my mind. I'm really, really sorry. I know you believed in me, and I feel like I really let you down. Mr. Wright, what are you trying to say? There's something I forgot to tell you. What is it? That day, the day I met Doug Swallow. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Last night, someone stole up some poison from our lab. Poison? The same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab that time too. It could only have been her. That girl is a thief. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that. Is it true? Did he really say that? That's ridiculous. There's one more thing. After I pushed him that day, I got word and came back to have a look. And she was there. Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to him. What? She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but I'm sorry, Dolly. Your Honor, the defendant is Miss Faye, you tell them. Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent. So Dahlia stole poison 8 months ago too, huh? If you put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, then there's only one possible conclusion. The defendant believes that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Doug Swallow. The night before? Naturally, her motive for stealing it was to kill someone. Miss Faye, if you're so certain of your theory, then let me ask you this. Mia, this is your last chance. Think carefully now. Oh! Ooh. It's so... Exactly who was Miss Dahlia Hawthorne planned to kill? She poisoned this. I'm pretty sure. I don't think... we lost an evidence. Ah, yeah, the necklace disappeared. There was one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's way. And that person was Mr. Phoenix Wright. Me? That preposterous. After all, it was Doug Swallow that was murdered. Well, it's true that that's how things worked out. But let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was, in fact, you, Phoenix, right? There's no one else that could be. It could be. But how can that be? I thought Mr. Wright and Hawthorne were in love. Poor Mr. Wright. This must be killing him. Hang in there. I'll bring her to justice. I swear it. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right, the bottom necklace. That's all she cared about. But even so, why would she go so far to murder him? 8 months ago, just after the fall of the attorney in the basement cafeteria, Dahlia Hawthorne could think of only one thing: how to get rid of the bottom necklace as quickly as possible. No, it can't be. It was a pretty good move she made, too. The evidence was missing for a long time. But there was just one big problem. Although she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. To him, the tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met. You mean that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright? Correct, Your Honor. It was retrieving that piece of evidence. That can't be true. Feeny, what a joke you are. Honestly, how can any woman even count on you for anything? I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me, Miss Hawthorne. It appears we're nearing the end of this trial. Fine, I can tell you plan on making me into a criminal, no matter what I say. You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne. We'll see about that, but first, where is your evidence? It seems sniveling little crybaby of a client has eaten the bottle as a snack. Hey, old man, are you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with that dumb look on your face? Miss Hawthorne, what's happening to you? What's happening? Are you really that shocked? Or do you prefer me this way, Mr. Judge? Uh, with absolute no proof, you voluntary treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer. Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now, if you don't mind. But we're not finished. Fine then, ask this nasty old hag to finish up already. I can't let her get away this time. Stop it, Mia. If you keep on pushing without any evidence, you could pay the ultimate price as a lawyer. The ultimate price? You'd be forced to take off your attorney badge forever, I'm afraid. No. You better think it over carefully, Miss Faye, or should I say, Miss Gray? Well, Miss Faye, can you provide evidence that will establish her guilty once and for all? It means if I mess up, my career is over. As a lawyer, it's over. But to be honest, at this point I don't have any evidence that is well-founded. Even so, I rather lose my attorney badge than let her get away with murder. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof. Impossible, you can't possibly. Stupid woman. It is the opinion of the court that there has already been enough discussion. Therefore, I will allow only one piece of evidence to be presented. Just one. If you are unable to establish your guilt, then I'm afraid that a very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down on Mr. Guy. I understand, Your Honor. I can just imagine the headline for tomorrow's newspaper. Up-and-coming lawyer plummets to earth before she gets a chance to soar. She was planning on poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, then the poison was probably in there. Well then, Miss Faye, please present your evidence. Show to this court irrefutable proof that Miss Hoffman was planning on poisoning Wright. Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all. Cold Killer X. Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine. Does our rookie defense attorney have a bit of a cold? If I did, I still wouldn't. Take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned. What? Remember what the defendant said in his testimony? But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us. He was the one who took his bottle of Cold Killer X. Then she poisoned it, knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some. Now you're really grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim that swallowed was holding the medicine. I would like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Where did Miss Hoffman hide the evidence? What are you talking about? 8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had accidentally run into in the reading room, my client, Mrs. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. That's when the murderer, Dahlia Hoffman, appeared. With her, she was carrying a poisoned bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright. I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the defendant. Yes, and she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and the victim were arguing about, and the cut electrical cut. She used the severed electric cable to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. On top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. They called she was carrying the bottle of poison cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they searched me like they did 8 months ago? 8 months ago. Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way as she did back then. She had someone else hold it, in this case, Doug Swallow. Oh, come on now, everyone, surely you aren't fooled, are you? This stupid woman, she's nothing but a filthy, stinking liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor? Yes, that's exactly right. It's just pure desperation. I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne? This cold medicine, I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some. Well, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove you're innocent. What do you say? If I'm just a filthy, stinking liar, then there's no need to worry. So come on now, show us. I dare you to take some this medicine right now. Mia Fey? Do you think you won? Well, do you, Mia Fey? That's just fine. For the time being, victory is yours. For the time being. Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again, I'm certain of it. Well then, Mr. Judge, I'll see you later too, okay? Why? Yes? I'm going to spend a little quality time with the men in the blue now. I wish you all the best. But ooh, it's finally all over. I refuse to accept this. The defendant hasn't shown a scrap of evidence to support their outrageous claim. But even so, your witness seems to have accepted it. I don't care. I'm Winston Payne. I don't believe one word that this rookie lawyer has said. Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this. Yes? Would you care to try this cold medicine? What? Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said. There. It's alright, rookie. For example, I wouldn't trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne with my very life. So if she's so trustworthy, then I'm sure there couldn't possibly be any poison in here, right? You see, yes. And here comes the backpedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life? It's my beautiful hair, it's a... No. Oh. So that's what happened to his hair. Mr. Payne? About Miss Dahlia Hoff. Yes, sir. Your Honor, I'll file papers for her immediate arrest. Tragic, but not surprising. I knew there was something suspicious about her from the beginning. Don't I? Just admit you were wrong. By the way, Miss Faye? Yes, Your Honor? Was it just me, or did you and Dahlia Harford seem to know each other? Your Honor, whether we did or not has no bearing on this case. Very well. Miss Payne? This can't be happening. It's a nightmare. It's like losing to my daughter. It appears Miss Payne has lost his spirit along with his hair. Does the defendant have anything further to say? It can't be true, my dear darling. Very well, then. I believe I'm ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end. The court finds the defendant, Phoenix Wright, not guilty. This court is adjourned. April 11th, 3:16 p.m. This court, defendant's lobby number 3. Mia, you were wonderful in there. Thank you for everything, Mr. Goldsberg. During the verdict, I thought my hemorrhoids were going to explode like Mount Vesuvius. Mr. Goldsberg, do you maybe think you could stop talking about them? That's rather rude. Anyway, this case really made me think. What does it really mean to have a relationship of mutual trust with the client? Perhaps it is we veterans lawyers who have lost sight of this. Oh, Mr. Wright. Congratulations. Thanks. I was thinking. Go on. The dolly that I saw up there on the witness stand. I don't think that was really her. What? Yeah, the dolly I know could never have said those kinds of terrible things. Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something. Boy, this poor kid still hasn't got a clue. You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright. For your own sake. Yeah, you're right. That's probably for the best. Also, you need to relax a bit more. Try to go up a little. But out of all my friends, everyone said I'm the most grown up. What kind of company does this guy keep? Right, no, I'm starting to become a lawyer myself. That's what you keep saying. But I thought you were in the art department. Well, yeah, I am. But there's a friend that I desperately want to help. And if I hurry, then I should still be able to save him in time. I see. Same as Faye. A lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right? Mr. Wright, I'm still new at this myself. But I think that's exactly what a lawyer is. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'll study my butt off and become a lawyer for sure. I hope we see each other again someday. Maybe even in court. It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges. I became a lawyer like I planned and managed to save my friend. But Mia has passed on to a better place. For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. But it also brings up some very precious ones. And memories that I thought would never rise to the surface again. Mia is gone now. But even so, I can hear her in my mind. Phoenix, no matter what, always believe in your client. In a court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief. 5 long years. Something has happened that's made me think back to her words of wisdom. But that is a story for another day. Turnabout Memories, the end. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. We are going to continue next time with whatever the next case is. So, yeah, adios. Have a great day.